How's it going, everybody? This is Alex with ansgear.com. I have here in front of me two of the newest Etek model guns by Planet Eclipse. I have the Etek 3 AM and the Etek 3 LT. Two completely redesigned guns from the original Eteks. As you can see, they slimmed down the bodies quite a bit, and this year they came out with two models. That's the biggest change that they made. There's the Etek 3 AM, which is an all-metal version of the Etek. And then they have the Etek 3 LT, which has some composite parts on it. The composite is actually a reinforced glass and nylon composite. There are only a couple things on the gun that are actually made out of that. It's going to be the eye covers, the clamping feed neck, as well as the frame itself. Contrary to popular belief, the composite material is actually extremely rigid. It's still going to hold up pretty much just as well as any metal does. So any of you who have any doubts about the strength of the composite, really nothing to worry about there. They definitely covered everything. It's just going to make the gun a little bit lighter. The weight on the LT is going to be 2.12 pounds, as compared to the AM is going to be 2.20 pounds. Couple of things inside the box. Guns are always going to come with a full spares pack, which is going to include all the O-rings, spare screws, as well as a spare poppet valve assembly, and detents and all the gaskets and stuff like that you're going to need to do any standard maintenance on your gun. You're going to get the Etek manual, as well as your gun oil, and we'll go over how to lube your gun up and maintain that in a little bit, as well as a set of Allen keys. And also your Planet Eclipse pinstripe barrel cover, and a two-piece 14-inch barrel with a .693 bore, just like that. Set that aside for now. Some of the features that are going to come on both Eteks, like I was explaining earlier, they both come with a clamping feed neck. It's also an adjustable feed neck, so it's going to fit any loader out on the market. You can make it fit, just adjust it, clamp it down as tight or as loose as you want. They're also going to come with a new cure bolt. One of the latest cure bolts that's definitely going to be a lot softer on your paintballs, less likely to chop paint. Something that you're really going to have to get close on one of these guns to see is it actually has an offset hopper, or an offset feed neck, I should say. It's just ever so slightly off to one side. I don't know if you guys can see that there. Probably not too well. But what that actually does is, rather than having the balls just drop straight down into the breech and then having them bounce up, it actually makes it so the paintballs roll down part of the side of the breech. So they roll down and then swoop into the actual breech to make it so they're not going to be bouncing inside, and make it so it's more likely to chop and be rough on your paint. It also comes with the latest Zipkit that normally the Eteks don't come standard with, but this year it's going to come standard with a Zipkit. Zipkit is, for those of you who don't know, it's just a smaller, lighter RAM. It's going to cut down on efficiency, and also kick as well as is going to be reduced. It's going to make it a much nicer firing gun. They also used the new S3 inline regulator. They took it directly off the Ego 10. So it's going to be the exact same regulator, the exact same performance as even those $1,000 Egos that you can get. It's going to be the same consistency, so that's definitely an upgrade. All of the guns are also going to come standard with laser eyes, so that's definitely going to help with chopping quite a bit. And also an LED back screen. So the LED it has 3 different colors this year. It's going to make it a lot more easy to program, a lot more easy to adjust all your modes, to fine-tune. It has all the modes that any tournament would ever require, complete adjustability. And as well, you have your OOPS on-off valve that does purge the air out of the ASA and the rest of the regulator to remove any extra gas or air. So these guns come in a couple of different colors. Both the AM and the LT come in black. This is the gray and black. They also have a white and black. This is the Forest Digi Camo, and they have an Urban Digi Camo as well. So as far as maintenance goes, there really isn't too much to it. You just have your back cap right there. That's going to open up your ram housing. So you want to just unscrew that. And that's going to pop right off, just like that. You're going to take your bolt out just by lifting up the pin and sliding it right up the back. And then your ram, probably want to use something to push it out. It's just going to sit just like that. You can see there are 3 O-rings on the ram, and you'd probably, oops, a little bit slippery there, it's got some oil on it. You're probably just going to want to put a drop of oil, like I said, that it actually comes with the oil. Just put a drop of oil on each O-ring and throw it back in there. Obviously take a Q-tip, make sure your ram housing's nice and clean inside there, no dust or debris. Go ahead and slide that back in there. And just tighten that down. It's got an O-ring on there already, so you really don't need to tighten this down too much. Just make it snug, and you'll probably get a good seal on it without having to crank down on it too hard. Bolt just slides right back in. And there you go. These are the new Etek 3s, both the LT and the AM from Planet Eclipse, available at ansgear.com.